Freedom! Welcome everybody to a day in Rome. We're in Rome today to film a phase of our new online course, the Freedom Formula, and we've got 24 hours to enjoy this beautiful city. I've just finished filming the first few videos and the view is incredible. We've got the Colosseum in the background. It's a bit surreal to be here, so we're going to enjoy this 24 hours before we have to go to the next spot. We might do a few touristy things, but for now, we're going to sit down, film the rest of the videos while the weather is looking good and we can see the Colosseum in the background, then we might go do some exploring. This is the setup that we have. So this is the traveling setup. This fits into 2 suitcases that we've been traveling around with and we'll do the rest of the filming trip with. So we've got the main light here on this beautiful softbox, makes my face look nice. And then we've got the 2 cameras set up with a teleprompter as well. I find it much easier. Instead of having to memorize the script, I just use the teleprompter. And we've got some audio equipment, some lights for the background. We've got this beautiful, clean setup here in this Airbnb. The reason that I picked this one was because of the view, and I wanted the Colosseum to be in the background. So yeah, it's turned out to be a really good day for filming. Okay, so first phase is done, all filmed. Now we're gonna go and get some lunch. Josh, are you feeling pizza again?
I don't know.
Or are you doing are you thinking pasta? And then after that, I think we're gonna do some exploring. Fortunately, we do have some more free time in this place only because the phase that we're filming here is only 4 lessons long. So in some of the other places, there's 12, 15 lessons to film. And so it's back to back, there is no chance to go and explore. But we have a few hours, so we're gonna go and get some food. Go and see some of Rome. Maybe film some ads. So if you see some ads on your Instagram feed because we're retargeting you like crazy, you're probably gonna see Joshy and I out front of the Colosseum walking around. But it's been good so far. It's been good. Filming looks good, content looks good. Now I'm hungry. Josh, tell people about your gluten intolerance.
I can't.
I think it's good.
Oh my god, I didn't bring the gluten in, so I'm intolerant to gluten. And Austin keeps insisting on pizza pasta because we're in Italy, so I'm taking one for the team here. Last night I had a whole pizza and I'm definitely feeling it today, but when in Rome, hey?
Joshy, where are we going? What's going on?
We're going to head out, the sun's just come out, so I think we're going to head out and have an early dinner. Austin and I are pretty exhausted from our travels yesterday. We've been working today, so now we're going to go out, have dinner. We're going to see a little bit of Rome as well. So if you want to come with us, let's go.
Hey everybody, we just finished dinner. Had some more Aperols, life's good. That's what freedom's all about. Look, it's not about the money, it's not about the travel, it's not about all that stuff. It's about the Aperols, okay? It's about being able to have 4 of them on a random Monday evening. So this is our last night in Rome. We just walk out the front of the Colosseum. It's beautiful at night, but it is starting to rain. So Josh, I'm not sure we should be out here, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely I didn't pack for this. I'm freezing. Austin doesn't feel the cold as much as me, but we're making the most of it. It's our last night in Rome. It's raining and it's apparently not Euro summer, so we found that one out.
Let me touch the Colosseum, let me touch the Colosseum.
Colossal moment.
Ta-da! Colossal. It feels nice. Going to Santorini. Santorini. Hope everybody enjoyed our 24 hours in Rome. We're now just getting on the flight to go to Athens and then to Santorini.
Austin and I have just touched down in Santorini. First stop, Austin. 3, 2, 1. Souvlaki.
Sorry, but we're going for more generic food.
We're pumped. Last time we were here was a great trip, so we're going to try and recreate it. Although we are missing Will this time. Sure, we'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
We'll be okay. Alright, so we've had some bad weather. We were all set up yesterday afternoon to start shooting. However, we now have to change from this backdrop to this backdrop. So you can see Austin and I we're making this happen. There was a bed here.
Yeah, there was.
And now, that's what we're doing. This is what our bathroom now looks like. This is really behind the scenes.
So dirty under here. It's making my toes curl.
But yes, all the camera gear will swap around. Austin's doing a fantastic job here. Obviously I can't help with the lifting because I am holding the camera. But he is just astonishing. Setup is done. Austin, run us through it.
Setup is done. So this is where the bed was, as you saw before. This wall looks really cool. It's cloudy outside, so we can't film outside. So we've just arranged everything here. Done some test shots, looks good. It looks a bit like a studio, doesn't it?
Yeah, give everyone a little
studio setup. It'd be a nice spot for a studio. But now I'm just going to get ready, put on my makeup, look glamorous, get ready for filming. And then this phase is going to be about product discovery, product research, selecting a winning product, and then in the next locations we're going to be talking about building the store, launching it, getting sales. But this is probably one of the most important phases, so I'm excited to talk about this. And we've got a makeshift table here. Josh, do you want to show them the makeshift table? So this table, I needed a thing where I could hop on the computer.
It's a very heavy makeshift table.
And screen share, because when I'm doing product research I need to show people. So we've got this table here because there was no other table that we could use, but yeah.
Works.
It works.
Yeah, it works.
Wood.
Good.
Find products that are trending right now. We then check for competitors. So everyone, we are wrapped up in Santorini, packed up, and look, now the weather has gotten better as we're leaving, but it is what it is. We filmed the phase, all done. So this phase of the program was all on product discovery, finding the winning product. Now we're going to head to the airport, go from Santorini to Athens, Athens to Milan, and then Milan to Lake Como. So that's where we're going to film the next phase. So excited to go to Lake Como. Haven't been there before. It looks beautiful.
It's a city of stairs. Oh my God.
Josh, what have you
Austin loves me. Austin loves me not. Here you go.
done? I don't want the flower.
Come on, dude. So after our 8-hour delay, Austin and I got a hotel overnight, and now we are in Athens, about to do the last leg of our journey, which is to Milano. Then we have a transfer which is going to take us to the place at Lake Como. We're both very tired. I mean, can I speak for you when I say we're both very tired?
Oh, I'm good now. Let's go.
I am very tired. I feel like I shut my eyes and opened them. But yeah, not far to go now.
We are in Milan. We got stuck in Santorini for like 10, 12 hours. So yeah, wasn't the most fun experience. And then we had to stay overnight in Athens. But we're finally back in Italy, in Milan, about to grab our bags, head to Lake Como. And then it's a chock-a-block afternoon of filming. Josh has just pointed out my suitcase. It's going to be hectic filming. Yeah, thanks, man. Lots of filming that needs to be done in a very short time frame because we were meant to be here yesterday.
me and Austin have a bet going where it's €10 for whoever's bag comes out first. And I don't know if it's because they've been tired or traveling or whatever, but I just realised he has 2 bags. So he's technically got 66% chance of winning. And today, on the 33%, I took it. So happy with that.
I'm €10 worse off now.
No, you're up, right?
No, because you already gave me the money. So now it's fresh. Should I tell them what we're filming in that camera? So what we're filming, phase 4 of the program, which is the winning store blueprint. So we're actually building the Shopify store, putting it all together, selected the product in Santorini, did all the groundwork in Rome and in Dubai. And now time to actually build the store, create the branding, choose the brand name, actually turn it into something that can start selling, which is exciting. And then after this, we've got Barcelona, where we'll do some initial or continued setup, getting everything ready, email marketing flows, all that kind of stuff. And then launch it in Paris in 4-5 days time. So it's not far away. So today's going to be, it's one of the longest phases of the program, and we have probably the least time to film it. So it's going to be fun, but it's all part of it. Hey, when everybody watches the content at the end, you're not going to know about this stuff. That's why I think it's funny that we're recording all this, because otherwise it just looks like, oh, it looks okay, looks good.
The chaos behind the scenes. It's like when you see a duck swimming, but under the water, your feet are going crazy. So we're expecting first sales, we launch in Paris, first sales we're expecting in Lisbon.
Yeah. Or no, by the second day of Paris. Launch day 1, sales day 2, before we go to Lisbon.
Okay, we'll have a croissant.
Have a croissant. In the Eiffel
Austin's
Tower.
gonna take me to all these favourite croissant places.
That makes me sound like I know the place. I've only been to one.
Yeah. So I've never been to Paris, but I'm very excited to be going with my big hunky man, Austin. It's very romantic.
This is the problem. Funny side note for everybody. All the Airbnbs that are booked, they all say romantic couple getaway. Yeah. Like it's in the headline. And I'm like, and then they message me and say how many people are coming, and then it's a whole thing. But
and you can imagine when 2 Aussies just show up to the romantic getaway, they can't help but assume.
It's rough. So we finally made it. Lake Como, there it is, in all its glory. This is a next level view. The Airbnb pictures looked good, but this is crazy. So we're here, we're gonna get set up. We only have this afternoon to film. This is the only time we have to film here. So we need to get a wriggle on, get everything set up. This place is really cool. I was just chatting with Josh. It'd be so cool to live here because you've got that as your view. You set up your desk here, right there. You've got, well, that's pretty much it. I just want a desk, just so I can work here. This would be a beautiful view. There's a boat out there. Look at that boat. Oh, there's actually, Josh, should we show them the thing underneath? Should we show them?
Yeah, go down into it.
Okay, let's go in there. So there was a trapdoor. We saw a ladder on the side, and we asked Michele, we said, Michele, can we go jump in the water? And he's like, he just went silent, and he walked towards this trapdoor in the ground. So, and now we are, what is this even called? The dock? The boathouse. So we're in the boathouse. Now we just need a boat. Differentiate yourself from a website that looks like this. It is actually freezing in here. We have to open the windows so that we could get the better view and so there wasn't a reflection of the light in the back of the recording. But for some reason, it is extremely cold. There's wind, there's no heater in here, and it's like a guest house, so it's not, I don't think it has much insulation. But we're almost there. filmed all the basic parts of the video, the scripted sections, and now I'm going through and doing the actual walkthroughs. So creating the store, doing all those things, creating the branding, setting everything up. So I'll be recording those over the next couple of hours before the sun goes down, and then we'll go and get some food, I guess. Let me give you a quick tour of the setup that we have here. So we've got this table. We basically had to rearrange the whole Airbnb. So we have the main camera here. This one has the teleprompter on it, which means I can just read from that and not have to memorize all the lines. So that's helpful because there's 100 lessons, so it would be difficult to remember everything. We've got this side on camera that captures a slightly different angle. So if I do make a mistake in the recordings, I can just chop to this one or just mix up the video a little bit. So it's not as boring as just looking at me directly for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long the lesson is. It's got some variety, different camera angle. And then we've got the main light here, the key light. So it's got this lantern softbox on it. I really like this one. I've seen it used a lot by other content creators on YouTube, and then a few people that have created online courses. And I thought it's very interesting because it's not a traditional softbox. It's the light that it puts on you, I don't know, I just find it a lot better. It's less harsh, the shadows aren't as strong. So for the kind of content we're filming, it works perfectly. We then have these back lights. So those here are just angled up to the roof to give the room a bit more ambient light, especially on this side, because obviously here is super bright. And even though it is cloudy today, the light makes it very bright in the background. So that's sort of the main angle that you see. The main one there. We have the microphone here as well. So it's got some masking tape on it to hold it in place, because I didn't have the right mount. We've got the shotgun mic there with the cable all the way down and into the recording device, which is over there. And what else is there? And we have the laptop where I'm just going through the course material and doing the walkthroughs and things like that. So for the next part of the filming, that's going to be the main focus, is screen recording on the computer, doing everything, creating the branding, the store, basically just following what I'm saying. Another fun thing, I guess we'll call it fun, about filming here is that every minute or so, every couple of minutes, you've got there's a plane going over right now, like a seaplane, then have a bunch of boats going past, ferries, and so the waves crashing into this place makes a lot of noise. And so I'm pausing throughout the recording. Sometimes it's cool having some boats in the background, but when they're too noisy, it just messes with the audio. So it's one thing that we're having to deal with recording here, but the backdrop's beautiful. It's well worth it. It's definitely worth filming with just a few minor inconveniences. We're finished in Lake Como. That was a stretch and a half to film everything. Not everything was filmed. I will have to film some in Barcelona, but it is what it is. The weather didn't help us, as well as our flight being cancelled. So we made do. Overall, thoughts on Lake Como? I think it's pretty cool. Would have been nice to come here in the summer. So Joshy and I were thinking, maybe when it's nice and sunny, we'll come back here. But that's it for this part of the adventure. Gonna head to the airport now in Milan, then head off to Barcelona, which is where we're filming the next phase. Let's do it. Welcome everybody to Barcelona. Just landed. We're here for 48 hours. Got more time to film, which is very helpful because we did fall a little bit behind with filming in Lake Como, but excited to be here. It looks like better weather as well, doesn't it, Josh? Compared to Lake Como, it's not raining, so excited for that. As always, we've got our €10 bet on whose bag comes out first, so we're trying to see who's going to get the win. Josh thinks he's going to win. I have double the chance to win, so we'll see what happens. Then we're going to hop in an Uber, go to the first Airbnb location. We're there tonight, and then tomorrow we go to another spot because I'm filming 2 phases in Barcelona. So we're going to work on email marketing. We're going to do pre-launch checklist. So it's going to be a busy time in Barcelona. Again, no tourist activities, no running around, no having a look. It's just going to be filming, getting it done. Will, say hello to everybody.
Hello! I'm joining the journey!
Will's back. So we're in Barca, we've set up the location for filming, waited for the sun to go down, just had dinner, had a couple of aperols because, of course, that's what we have to do. Let's turn off the copyrighted music. I'm gonna film a section of the program now. And yeah, get it done. Then tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's another big day. But Will, do you want to talk to the people? I don't feel like anybody's seen you for a while.
Oh God, I'm taken so off guard. So I've missed the journey thus far. Recently moved to Marbella. Been there for a few weeks. So where have you guys been so far? So you started off in Rome, Santorini, Lake Como, now Barcelona. Dubai first. So I got to meet the guys in Barcelona, obviously. I missed them very much. When I first walked in, I was like, where are they? I thought they'd meet me downstairs. I look up, they're on the balcony cheering. I got so excited. It was a really nice moment. We just had some steaks, some Aperol, and now a bit of filming. I think Austin's doing some filming. And then maybe go for a walk in town. That could be cool. See what this little place has to offer. I'm excited. My heart is filled with love, and I'm just excited for the future. And that's all.
We have loads of emails from different businesses, all trying to sell you something. What's going on, man?
Alright, we've just finished up the filming in Barcelona apartment 1. Austin, Will and I are going to go get some steaks and sweet potatoes because we're all starving. And then we move to another apartment in Barcelona where we'll set up and we'll continue filming. So we've got to go, Austin and I leave tomorrow at 12:30. Will leaves at about 3 or something. So we've got to get going. We're going to get all this filming out of the way and then off to Paris, which is very exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for some steak.
Josh is very excited for Paris.
I'm
very
so excited.
to see the Eiffel Tower, to have a baguette,
Yeah.
croissants.
Well, for all you watching, I'm actually gluten intolerant and Austin doesn't mind a bit of gluten. So on this trip, I've made an exception and I've been eating a lot of gluten. We've had pizza, we've had bread, we've had burgers. And Paris will be no exception. So I have my little bottle of glutenese enzymes and they have been coming in handy. But yes, very excited for Paris. I always thought I'd be going with a girl, but Austin is the next best thing. So yeah, very pumped for that.
We're going to get steak. Will, how have you enjoyed being in Barcelona?
It's been good, man. Haven't done too much, but while I've been here, it's been very enjoyable. It's good to be back with the lads, you know?
It's good to be back, having steaks, having aperols. Really, no one really sees it. I don't know if we share it that much on stories, but whenever we go out, it's steak and aperols. That's it. It's the same thing all the time. So if there's anything that is freedom, it is a steak and aperol dinner, or lunch, or breakfast, if you're into that.
All right, man, come with me. Come outside. It's a beautiful view. As you can see out there, we've got some surfers.
Where?
Over yonder. I think I don't think there's a lot of surfing spots in Spain. So considering there's a few people out there right now, it's interesting stuff. It's interesting stuff. What else have we got?
We're pretty fortunate to be able to capture this moment.
Man, it's nothing but gratitude right now. We've got some local Spanish people. Hola, hola. Got some beautiful trees. Can you see the church over there? Little glimpse of the church. We got some people enjoying their dinner over there. I mean, people in Spain have dinner at like 8, 9 o'clock. Sometimes even 10 o'clock. So look at these people over there. Hola. Oh, that guy's looking. Did you see that? Oh, what a time to be alive. So we're moving to our next apartment to do some more filming. And this is going to have a view of, what's that building called, Josh? Say it again?
Sagrada Familia.
Sagrada Familia. So pretty excited for that. So yeah.
Okay.
Might go down and have an Aperol. Okay.
Okay, little update. We came to this hotel because we thought there would be a good backdrop of the cathedral. We get to the room, it's on level 1, and as we start rearranging the bed, it starts flying up. That thing falls down, almost takes off Josh's foot, and now we realise we can't film here because that window doesn't even open, so it'll reflect. So it's been a good try. You guys are just going to see the final videos and not see all of this. Welcome everybody to... How many hours are we spending in Paris, Josh? 48 hours. 48 hours in Paris. Currently in Barcelona, about to board the flight to beautiful Paris. It's been... Look, we looked at the forecast and it said it was going to be sunny or cloudy in every spot we've been to. And I think in most of them, 75%, it's been raining. So let's hope that Paris has better weather. We're going to head there. It's a short flight, 2 hours. It's a beautiful thing about Europe. Everything is just so close. Then we're going to set up our first filming spot. We're in Paris for an extra day because we've got a lot to film there. So looking forward to that. We're going to be doing the pre-launch checklist phase and then also starting our Facebook ads. So the store's been built, we've created it, and then we're going to actually launch it and start getting some sales. Josh, are you excited for Paris? Josh is excited for Paris. What's going on, man? What's up?
I can hardly breathe. I went this morning to the Sagrada Familia because I needed to shoot some content there. And I did a kind deed. I helped this guy get a photo and I don't know what happened, but it was in the rain and I bent down and I've completely pulled something in my back and I can hardly breathe or walk. And then someone stole my jumper because I had my jumper hanging up and I had to chase him down with my sore back. And he left the jumper on a bench but stole this hat. So I had to get him to give it back. But right now I'm completely crippled. Austin's helping me as much as he can, but this is going to be a very difficult flight and Paris is going to be very tricky. So after an extremely painful journey, probably one of the most painful flights I've ever taken in my life, I am just in excruciating pain. My back is twisted, tight, like feels like my muscles are tearing, but I have landed on probably our best view. So whatever phase this is coming after email marketing, what is it?
It's pre-launch.
The pre-launch checklist. So you guys are going to be super inspired at this point because that is what you're going to be looking at. I've never in my life seen a better view of the Eiffel Tower. I can't wait to see it at night. Austin and I are going to sit out here with maybe a candle, some red wine, and we're just going to chat, you know, spend some time with each other. But I'm very happy to be here, as much pain as I'm in.
Side note, when we were checking into this Airbnb, I was just stuck in the lift for like 15 minutes.
What's that guy's name?
Oh, it was a French name. It was very French.
French-ass name.
It was a nice name. But yeah, we were stuck in there and we were chatting. We were just talking about sport, talking about... They asked for my ethnic origins, so we were talking about where we're from. But yeah, we're stuck in a lift. I've never been stuck in a lift before. Have you been stuck?
I have.
Josh saved
The
us.
last elevator of the shopping centre, I was in there for 2 hours.
No. That was a crammed little elevator as well. It's one of these European ones.
Bro, who rescued you? How did you get out?
Josh did. Got the French superintendent, the guy that's downstairs, and he came and unlocked the door, which was lucky. Finessed it, we got out of there, and now we get to enjoy this view. Doesn't feel real right now. The constant bouncing around, going from all these cities to cities, and seeing all these big monuments. I don't know. Josh, does it feel like... Does it feel very real?
It does not feel real.
No.
It's a simulation.
Because it's all filming, it's back to back, it's go, go, go. It's not... Yeah, it's crazy. The program so far, and you've been learning a lot about e-commerce and marketing. Day 2 in Paris. Yesterday finished up well, finished all of the recording for the next phase. Apart from a few walkthroughs, which I do need to do tonight, I'll do them in the afternoon because when the sun was setting, the Eiffel Tower looked really cool. And I think out of all the shots we've got so far, that was the best background. it looked really cool. So very excited to put those videos together. Right now, I'm just on the laptop, going ahead and I guess organizing all the footage, backing up stuff, making sure that nothing is missing. And then from there, I'm going to plan out some scripts for this afternoon. Josh is going to film his Meet the Founders video, which is, we all have a video, Will, Josh and I, inside of the program, where we talk a bit about our story specifically, how we got to where we are today. And so he's going to record that here. I'm going to record some other bonus content, maybe a couple of store audits while we're here as well. And then we pack up in this place and we go to another place in Paris. Today was also a good one because the morning we were able to sleep in a little bit, catch up on some sleep that was missed over the past few days. I think it was coming through in some of the content. I was getting pretty tired and having to wake up really early, go to bed late for the setup and the transit stuff. So yeah, definitely needed. And that means for the videos today, as well as for the next few days, it shouldn't be an issue. So it's a good day in Paris. It was raining this morning. The sun's starting to come out. So just going to hope that the afternoon, the sunset looks really nice in the Eiffel Tower, gives us that beautiful background again. And definitely don't get sick of this view right here. It's crazy. Little behind the scenes of the setup here in the first Paris apartment. Table here. Basically, every time we go into an Airbnb, there is a lot of moving furniture around so we can design the shot to look the best. So the table was over here, all these chairs on the side, moved them across. Looking a bit messy now because we're in between filming, but that's the thing. With the setups, there's a lot of cords, a lot of cables for different lights, microphones, other things. But when you see the final shot, you don't really see you don't see any of this. It looks really clean and crispy. So I wanted to show you all the behind the scenes so you can see that sometimes isn't always the cleanest setup when you're creating these videos. All the furniture's over there in the corner of the main light. We have these lights. If you've seen these in the videos so far, those are just there to light up the room a bit better. This room has no ceiling lights. I'm very confused. So these are very helpful. They make the room a bit brighter, which means we can just dial in the settings on the camera more to make the quality of the shot much better. Okay, change of plans. This wasn't expected. We are about to get on a train and we're about to go to Brussels, about to go to Belgium, because everything got bumped back a little bit from the delay in Como, and I walked into Josh's room today and I'm like, Josh, we have to go to Belgium because we needed a new spot to film some of the content. So we decided this about 4 hours ago, Joshy. Is that 4? 4 hours ago. Decided let's go to Brussels. So we're at the train station now. Train leaves in 15 minutes. Hop on, go to Brussels, get there tonight, do some filming tomorrow morning, have some waffles, have some chocolate, see Brussels a little bit. We won't have time to do that, but it might be nice. And then head back to Paris. Stay in Paris tomorrow night before we leave to the next spot, which is Lisbon. So, Joshy, how are you feeling at the moment? Do you want to give everyone an update on your back?
When Austin came into my room to let us know we were going to Belgium, for the last 24 hours, I've been flat. I cannot move. I've pulled a muscle in my back, and every single thing I do is excruciating. I've never felt pain like this before. So to pack up, get out of the apartment, get on a train within 4 hours and go to Brussels to shoot, you guys better bloody appreciate how good this thing's going to be at the end. Because I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm doing it for you because we love our community. So.
Next level. So good. Josh found this place on Instagram. 10 out of 10 so far. Hey everybody, we're in Brussels, in Belgium now. Just got to the Airbnb. We've set up all the filming gear for tomorrow morning to film the Facebook ad phase of the program, the first part of it, and the second part will be filmed in Lisbon, which this Brussels trip wasn't planned. I walked into Josh's room today and said, Josh, we're going to Brussels because we need another spot to film a certain section because of the delays in Como. So made it here. Josh, should I tell him the train story? Did I?
Tell it again because it's well lit now.
Yeah. So when we're going through the train station, little fun fact, little side story, everyone else was walking through. There was some security guys there, customs guys. Everyone else was walking through, nice and easy. They see two Aussies pulling up and they're like, you know what, let's have a look through all their stuff and let's ask them questions about their life. And so they pulled us to the side, they were quizzing us, asking what all this stuff was. And yeah, we managed to get through. no issues. And now we're all set up.
Number one piece of advice I will give you as you embark on this journey.
I'm going to show you the best way to create your ads for free, and I'm actually going to create an ad live for our Pure Water product.
What's going on here?
For filming purposes.
What sort of purposes?
So to enhance the performance for the viewers. Mm-hmm. So when everybody watches it, I'm amped up on sugar. Josh got me this. He got me a lot. I didn't ask for this many. Play that card.
I better have one myself.
Hey! Buenos are so good. For anybody out there that hasn't tried a Bueno, the best. Elite level.
How are you feeling with the filming this morning, bro? We're getting through it, huh?
Filming is good this morning. We're filming the first phase of the Facebook section. So I'm currently just making the video ad for the product that we're going to be selling. It's going really well. Everything is looking good. And then once we've done this, we're actually going to launch the ads before we go back to Paris tonight. So we'll launch them, and then when we get to Lisbon tomorrow, then we can actually review the ad data, look at the performance, analyze, start some scaling, and hopefully see some sales. So it is done. Just wrapped up filming for the Facebook ad phase, or the first part of it at least. The ads are now launched and about to be live for the store that we've built. Really exciting times, but we don't have much time to celebrate because we need to pack up and get on a train back to Paris. So we're gonna rush, speed run this pack up. The taxi is picking us up in 15 minutes. So gotta pack up all of this, rearrange the Airbnb back to what it was, and then hop on that train back to Paris, and then we'll see you there. We are now at the Brussels train station, all packed up. We actually got here with a lot of time to spare, so that's a first for us. Normally we're rushing in, 10 minutes to go, jump on, straight in. But we're here with some time to spare. Filming went well in Brussels. We're at the Paris airport now. Got here half an hour ago. Currently in the lounge waiting for our flight to go to Lisbon, which is the next destination on the trip. This morning was a bit of a rush. That's why we didn't film any BTS. Again, it's the same. We set up the night before. In the morning, wake up super early, have a shower, try and get fresh, and then just start recording for a few hours before the transfer takes us somewhere else. So yeah, all went well this morning at the airport now. And now we're gonna head to Lisbon. Josh, are you excited for Lisbon?
I'm very excited for Lisbon. It's the last, I'm a little bit devastated though because it's the last leg that Austin and I are together and then we separate, so back to Austin.
Yeah, it's a very sad time. We're packing up the equipment today and we're like, that's going to be the last time that we pack up equipment together. It's been a big journey, lots of packing, unpacking, setting everything up. Josh doing this in all the shots so we can set the height correctly.
8 minutes, that was our record, right?
8 minutes. Oh, we did it one time, and I think I was in Barcelona. 8 minutes to set up everything. That was nuts. Music was on, energy was high. That was a good performance.
All right, so after a few days in Paris, we are done. We're done with that section. We're now heading to Lisbon. And Austin and I were thinking it's actually a little bit sad because when we packed up this morning, that is probably going to be the last time we pack up together. I mean, we'll both set up in Lisbon, but I leave and go to the UK. Austin stays for an additional day and then goes to Dubrovnik. So our little bromance has come to an end, unfortunately, but we're going to finish it in Lisbon, which will be beautiful. We've had a great run with the filming. I've got some amazing content in front of the Eiffel Tower. We got some extra bonus sections done, which were sort of lingering, but we set up a really nice apartment. We went out, we ate as much meat as we could possibly fit in our stomachs. So last day in Paris was probably a 7.8 out of 10, if I had to rate.
Okay.
7.8, but amazing, beautiful city. I got to actually walk around a little bit this time, and I will be back.
Josh, you have to give them an update on your back.
My back is actually getting better. It's getting better. I mean,
People want to know.
I don't have a whole lot of movement. Not a whole lot of movement, but I can like stand upright without a consistent 9 out of 10 stabbing pain ache through my body. So I actually felt better yesterday, and I woke up this morning feeling a little defeatist because it was actually sorer than when I went to bed. I don't know if it's because I consumed a quarter of my body weight in smoked meat, and it just made me feel sluggish and tired, but it feels better now. So I think once I'm moving around, it's getting a little better. As soon as I get the opportunity though, I'm booking in for a massage therapist. So that's the play.
And so that's it. We're at the gate, about to leave. Paris has been great. I love Paris so much. I love France. Such a beautiful country. And I don't know, just being in Paris in the city is just so much fun. I love how it is. So this unfortunately comes to an end, our little escapade in Paris. But from here, heading to Lisbon, about to board the flight to go to beautiful Lisbon in Portugal, film the next section of the program. And also an update, we have got our first couple of sales for the store. So that we launched in Brussels. So a day and a half ago, ads went live about just under a day ago. And so we've got the first couple of sales. So yeah, going to be exciting to optimize the ads in Lisbon, view the data, and then actually walk everyone through what to do once you're getting sales. So yeah, it's exciting that we're able to prove the concept live in the training videos and show that even building a store, going through it exactly the way that I teach is going to give you a business that gets sales profitably. So I'm really excited to do the rest of the videos. Welcome to Lisbon. We're going to be spending just under 2 days here. Just landed, grabbing our bags, as always.
Whose bag came out first?
Josh's came out again. He's 30 euro up. 10 euros for every time one of our bags comes out first.
And tell them that you have 2 bags.
And I have 2 bags, so I have a 66% chance of winning. And still can't pull through 3 times in a row. But aside from that, we're excited because we're in Lisbon, Lisboa. We're going to get some pastel de nata, some Portuguese tarts. Why are you holding it so close to my face? Is that close? Josh is an expert videographer now. At the start, he didn't feel like holding the camera, and now he's like doing motions and stuff. We're gonna grab our bag, we're gonna get some Portuguese tarts, and life will be good. I haven't been to this part of the city before, so it looks really nice. Josh and I were just driving past all of the very nice shops, and yeah, I didn't even realize this was what Lisbon looked like. I stayed here for like 4 weeks last year, and I was not in this part of the city. So I really like this part of the city. But there is ice cream next door, and I don't know if I should get ice cream. I have a soft spot for Ben & Jerry's, cookie dough. If you know, you know.
Bag, Austin also has to go in my bag, so 80 stairs. Look at this piece go. Look at this.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
25 kilos an arm, guys.
And the logs.
80 stairs. Oh my god,
That is nuts.
How was it? Is it the top
They're
floor?
so steep, it's the top floor.
It's the top floor.
It's the top
Bro,
floor.
you know what the worst thing is?
What?
You're gonna have to help me get my bag down by 6 a.m. in the morning.
That's alright, a good wake up. What's that? Did you break it? Fix that, put it away, put it away. Put it down. 2 tiramisu, 1 scoop cheesecake.
He's a simple man. He likes his ice cream. He sits here every day and he eats.
Joshy, what happened?
Oh,
You'll pick it up?
bro, look. Come and have a look. I just dropped my... Try not to swear, but I just dropped my head. It just fell out of my ear. It bounced on that roof, and then it landed directly in that pot plant.
What pot plant?
The one near the door there. And like, look how ghetto that looks. We can go in there. Far out. Paulina, this is why I don't go too close to edges.
Now it's just us. Joshy is gone. He's going to London, and I'm here in Lisbon for just under a day now. They left. Gonna start doing some filming in just a sec. Just gonna have breakfast, get ready, get freshened up, look good for the camera, shave, all that kind of stuff, and then hit record. Finish the Facebook ad phase, which once that's done, that's like the real, I guess, basis of the whole program is up until this point. And then the next few filming locations are going to be a little bit more cruisy because of all the filming that's been done so far. So looking forward to finishing it up, getting it done. It's been so much fun going around and filming all this. And yeah, I just look at the raw footage as I'm putting it together and as the final lessons are coming together, and it's really exciting to see it because just know how much work has gone into creating it. And it's not just, oh, rock up to these places and then freestyle for 15 minutes and talk about stuff. No, it's been planned for months, scripts written, adjusted, tweaked, lesson structure for the whole program changed 3 times after it was already written. And so there was lots that has gone into making this what it is. But then I know at the end I can sit down and say, yeah, this is my Mona Lisa. This is my masterpiece, and it will be finished. Then I can share it with everybody online, and I guess that's the main part. So I'm going to finish up here, have some breakfast, get the recording done, and then this afternoon I'm going to try and get the first phase of the program out. I don't know, I really wanted to edit it. I've been told to get video editors, but from my videography days, I really enjoyed the editing part. So yeah, I'm enjoying putting them together so far, making sure they're exactly how I want them to be. And yeah, phase 1 is almost live for everybody in the community. Excited for that. Another day in Lisbon, and then off to Croatia. It's spread horizontally across many ad sets. Horizontal scaling is the best low-budget way to scale your products from $100 a day to $500 a day while having a great ROAS. So it's done, finished filming like an hour ago. Went and got dinner, had 2 steaks and 2 Aperols, and now it is 12:35 in the morning. And I've got to pack up everything, and the transfer is picking me up at 4. So I've got 3.5 hours to pack up, sleep, maybe watch some Friends. It's my guilty pleasure at the moment, watching Friends. And then, yeah, go to the airport and go to Dubrovnik in Croatia. Never been before. Excited for it, looking forward to it. See Will there. Will's going to be meeting me, and also filming his video for the program, so excited for that. But this little Lisbon adventure, it's been quite an adventure. Coming to this place, this apartment looked a lot bigger in the Airbnb photos, but turned out well. All the recording went well, filmed all the lessons I needed to. Yeah, it's been a good trip. It's also in a part of Lisbon that I didn't even know was like this. When I stayed here last time, it was a completely different space or a different part of the city. So I really like this part. It's busy, it's people around, lots of restaurants, good atmosphere. So yeah, highly recommend Lisbon. We did not get a Portuguese tart, so severely disappointed about that. But maybe at the airport we can get one before we go to Croatia. And then I've got to figure out what the Croatian delicacy is or dessert and have that. It is nuts, this trip. It's back to back. It's still got a little bit to go, but we're on the home straight now. A few more destinations to go. Croatia, then back to Dubai, then Bali, then Sydney, then hometown, Adelaide, to wrap it up, and then Hawaii. So, welcome to Dubrovnik, Croatia. Never been before. Excited. Josh has told me very good things about Dubrovnik, and so has Will. So excited to see what all the hype is about. Just landed, about to grab bags. In Dubrovnik, we're going to be filming the Google Ads phase of the program. So the brand has been made, all the hard work has been done. Now it's getting sales and it's profitable. So when I check Shopify every now and then, there's been some sales here and there, which is great. But this phase will all be about Google advertising, launching the Google ads, creating the campaigns, optimizing them, because it's a whole different beast compared to Meta ads. So excited for that. And this is something that I don't see a lot of people in our space teach or talk about is Google ads. There are a few, and I think a lot of people are very Facebook ads dependent. And so I like how we're focusing a bit more holistically. You know, you have your Facebook working, but then you also have Google that's sort of mopping up anybody that's looking for your brand online, works really well. And then you've got email marketing to improve the profitability of everything as well. So it's just how everything fits together. So excited to film this phase. Only a few phases left. We've got this phase in Croatia. The next one is in Bali on running your business. So it's all about business operations, having time freedom, those kind of things. And I thought, what better place to do that than Bali? It's sort of a nomad hub of the world. And then from there, growing to 7 figures will be filmed in Sydney, and then scaling to 8 figures will be filmed in Adelaide. In the transfer now, he said that we might not be able to get to the Airbnb by car. So we're going to see how that goes. At the Airbnb now, it's nice, beautiful view. I'll show you in just a sec. But I think this is going to be the first place that I set up the filming gear outside. Because if I do it inside, you don't really see the view. I think we're going to film most of this phase outside. See the old town in the background. Makes it a bit more iconic. Just filming it in here, you will see some of it in the background, but windows are in the way and other things are in the way. So I'm going to go get everything set up now. And then Will's going to be here soon. And then hopefully start filming some of the lesson material tonight. As the sun goes down, hopefully there's a nice sunset, and then we have a beautiful backdrop. So I'm going to get some of the filming out of the way today, and then tomorrow I can film the actual walkthroughs for the lessons, where I actually do screen share and show people what to click, things like that. So yeah, it's beautiful here. Let me show you the view. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just have a strange feeling that Will and I are going to end up down there tonight. It's going to be a dinner place on the water. So here's the setup. Decided to set up outside. There is a bit of background noise, a bit of wind, but the shot is just going to look so much better. It's like we're actually out here. My favorite shot so far has been Lake Como. And this is a logo and a name that is easy to remember. It sticks in our brain. It's clear and it's simple. That angle just looked so good. And especially with the lighting early in the morning and late at night, it was just perfect. And so I'm thinking we're going to get very similar conditions here. I'm not sure what the sunsets are like in Dubrovnik, but there are some clouds. I feel like a meteorologist. Got some light cloud cover, sun coming over, possible showers, thunderstorms. No, all the thunderstorms were saved for Paris. So I'm thinking that in maybe 4 hours, it's going to be perfect to film. So it might look a little bit dark, but we're going to get it. And the good thing is that I'm filming the basis to the lessons. And so if I record it and I need to redo it because the lighting was a bit off, that's okay. I don't have to refilm full walkthroughs. I just have to re-record the script again with the teleprompter. So yeah, I might do it a few times, do it just before the sun starts going down, one as it's going down, and then we'll just see which one looks best and rock and roll with that. Just waiting for Will to get here now, but the setup is complete. It's Will! Will is back.
Back.
Will, there you go. How's your flight, bud?
You know, the flight was really nice. I flew Iberia Airlines. There's only 3 people in business class, so I had the whole row. Got served some nice, it's like a pork with like a corn mashed potato. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice, but just like when I rocked up to Barcelona, I'm so excited to see Austin. So excited to do some filming. Look at this place. Like, God, I always get here so excited. It's just so much fun. Had a bit of issues with renting a car, but that's okay. You pivot, got an Uber, and now I'm here. And life is good. And you know what? When you get kicked to the ground, you get back up.
So now that Will is back, just finished filming all the base content, and then the walkthroughs will go inside what I just filmed. But the sunset, it got really dark really quick. I was waiting for the sun to set for 4 hours, and then as soon as it started setting, yeah, it went really quick. So got the footage, looks good. I'm going to watch it through and then maybe wake up for sunrise tomorrow morning and do it again if the lighting wasn't perfect. But yeah, it's a good spot. I'm glad I did it outside, even with the little noises here and there. It's much better. Doing it inside, it wouldn't have done the view justice. You wouldn't have seen the background. You wouldn't have known we're in Dubrovnik. Like, it wouldn't have looked that good. So glad we did that. But Will is here because, number one, he likes me, but then also because he's filming his Meet the Founders video. So we filmed Joshy's in Brussels.
Number one piece of advice I will give you as you embark on this journey.
I filmed mine in Dubai. So if you stick with this process, Will's is going to be in Croatia. So
Yeah.
that's why you're here. That's why you're here.
Bro, I stayed at this hotel ages ago, bro. I was with my dad. And like this little cove here is so beautiful, man. It's ridiculous.
So that's over there.
Yeah, so you got this cove, this is like a port, and the next cove is like a bit more of a beach. I mean, it's not like an Australian beach, but it's what the Croatians call a beach.
Well, thanks, tour guide. You know this place well.
Yeah, Dubrovnik, Nick.
So, just finished filming my section. Excuse the sunlight. It's nice and sunny here in Dubrovnik. We've just moved the setup back outside again. So I set up everything inside so I could do the walkthroughs for the Google section. That all went really well. Walked through everything, got all the footage that I need. And now the final thing to film here is Will's Meet the Founders video. So inside of the program, we've got, obviously there's 3 founders of Freedom. We've got 3 videos that tell each of our stories because our stories are all very different and how we got to creating Freedom and our experience with e-commerce and with building businesses. So it's an opportunity for everyone to get to know Will and Josh, especially because they're not in the training content. They get to learn about their story, what they've done, and get to know them a bit better. And so, yeah, they're really important videos for us. We've gotten really great feedback on having them in the program, and we put it in the intro section so everybody knows who we are before they get stuck into the training content. So we're going to film that when the sun is down. So it's going to look similar to the shot I got last night, which looked great with the sun setting in the backdrop, and set up a Google Merchant Center account for your store. So it's just a waiting game now until the sun goes down. William, where are you? Tell the people how filming was.
Hello and welcome. Filming was good. We just filmed in the Dubrovnik sunset and it was so beautiful. You can do this. So good luck, my friends. It was a bit of fun doing that with Austin as well. I'm glad all my filming is now complete. I think I have one more video? I'm all done, which is good. So yeah, Dubrovnik was short and sweet, but it went really well. And now we're going to get an Aperol Spritz and have some food. And we're going to see a part of Dubrovnik we haven't yet seen. We're in like a port now, but we're going to go to like the beach side. So really excited. Let's go.
So it turns out I did film most of my stuff last night, but when Will was filming, I was looking at the lighting and it was just so good. And so I decided to redo it all. And then, yeah, the walkthroughs I still filmed today, but this part was just so much better at the lighting tonight instead. So happy with how it turned out. Dubrovnik's been great. Going to go and see, as Will said, the different part of the city. Haven't really been doing much exploring this whole trip. But now in the final phases, there's a bit more time after filming because there's only 2 phases left. 2 left. And then the whole thing's done. So almost there. Will's here in this one, made a special appearance. Will, we appreciate you coming all the way to Croatia to film. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next location, which is Bali. Welcome to Bali, everyone. Just got in the villa, checked in. It's toasty, it's warm. First thing that you realize when you come to Bali, if you haven't been yet, is as soon as you walk out of the airport, the humidity just hits you in the face. So it's nice and warm and toasty here. The weather was beautiful when I was coming to the accommodation. But this is the villa that we'll be staying in for the next 2 nights. Very short trip. And when I was telling the guy at the airport that, he's like, how long are you staying for? I was like, 2 nights. He said, oh, short holiday. Long way to go for a short holiday. I was like, yeah, it's a holiday. So here we're going to get set up. I'm going to get all the camera equipment out now and prepare the shot for tomorrow morning when we film the next phase, which is on running your brand. And that's all going to be about operations and also having time freedom while growing the business. Because yes, it can be very profitable and make you a lot of money, but you still don't want to be chained to the laptop just so you can keep it going. And so that's what this phase is all about. A bit of outsourcing, just some money management principles, some other tips and tricks, how to fulfill orders, customer support, that kind of stuff. So I think it fits really well to talk about that stuff in Bali because Bali is one of the nomad hubs of the world, people that want time freedom and location freedom and financial freedom, working remotely, doing what they want to do. So excited to film that phase. The villa is beautiful. It is dark right now. It's going to look great in the morning. But yeah, I just ordered some food. I got a ribeye steak and I got some sushi. So I'm going to wait for that to get here. The setup is done. That's what it looks like. It actually looks better on this camera than it does on this one because what has happened is in the car ride over, it was really cold, air conditioner was on, and so now everything has this layer of condensation on it. I know. And it's like blurring the lens out. So yeah, it looks pretty good on this camera. But that's the backdrop. That's what the people are going to see. That's what you're going to see. Me sitting there, obviously filming during the daytime. So you get to see there's a bunch of trees and stuff there. Then you can see the pool back there. There's the side angle. Lights. So what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll film this part just here. This is the normal parts of the phase, just the talking sections where there's no screen share. And then I'm going to come across to this table. I'll move the setup from there to here and do the walkthrough sections on the table, because this table doesn't move. It is part of the wall. I tried to lift it. It doesn't work. So we'll set it up there and do the walkthrough sections. But this will be the main shot. This is the money shot. I am cooking right now. It is toasty, sweating. So I might jump in the pool before the food comes. Make sure everything's set up for tomorrow. Make sure the teleprompter's loaded with the scripts. Then I'm going to enjoy my dinner. Maybe watch some Friends. That's my go-to throughout this trip, just watching some Friends. And then we'll go to sleep, wake up, smash out this next phase of the program. And then we got to pack all up and then leave the next day. So no time to go and explore, but been to Bali before, so we won't need to do any touristy things this time around. Get the drone up tomorrow as well. I asked the guy at the airport, he said, weather's been great past few days, not raining, so let's hope that it stays that way. And then I'll get the drone up tomorrow as well. Get some cool drone shots of the rice field area. So we're in Ubud, and so there's a little bit, it's still busy, but it's more foresty instead of Canggu or the other popular areas. Little update. It's now the following day. A lot has happened in the past 24 hours, I'll be honest. First thing, never done this before. I left my laptop on the plane. I left something behind. I got so mad at myself for doing that because it wasted so much time. But when I was getting off the plane, I had everything sort of packed away, but I left the laptop in like the footrest area, and I don't know. I didn't check there before I was packed up, and I left my laptop. So last night I got to the accommodation, which was like an hour and a half drive away, and I was sitting here unpacking stuff. I'm like, cool, everything's going well, setup looks good, excited for tomorrow. Then I went to get my laptop to watch Friends, and it wasn't there. And then it all clicked, and I'm like, I never grabbed it. So I went back to the airport late last night, hopped on the back of a Gojek, basically someone else's motorbike, and they ride you around like a taxi. And so I hopped on the back of one of those, went to the airport because I thought it'd be faster on a bike than a car, definitely was, and got there. Luckily, they had it in the customs office, so I picked it up. They were really nice. They helped me out. So yeah, I was just a bit relieved, honestly. Got the laptop back and then came back here and crashed. And then I think jet lag has started to hit me a little bit because my body clock all over the shop. Right now it's 6:30 p.m., almost 7, and I feel like it's 10 in the morning. So we'll have to fix that so I can go to sleep tonight. But just finished filming. Background is now really dark. It did get very dark very quickly, but it was super bright before. So have recorded everything. Happy with how it turned out. Just have a look at it on my computer now. We have made a bunch of sales. So once you reach this point and you start getting sales, what are the things you need to know to run your business? And then tomorrow, I'm probably gonna have to record the walkthrough section because it's too dark to do it now. And I didn't do it this morning because it was too bright. So I was just dealing with the lighting. But apart from that, happy that we got this phase done. I recorded a bunch of bonus videos as well for the Freedom Creator community, for walkthroughs, for other website videos as well with this background. So I think this one looks really cool. But overall, went well. Gonna basically just do some work for now, do some editing, because I had the Freedom Live call today and I promised everyone that the first phase of videos would be out within the next couple of days because they've been waiting very patiently for it. So I'm going to prioritize getting those done, get those up, get it launched, and then, probably from there, I have a call later tonight, but we're just going to take it easy, do some work, order some food in, and then get up tomorrow, pack up, head to the airport. Okay, I think it'd be funny to show you what the setup has been for the past hour or so, a couple of hours. So I've got the mic there. I was just recording some of the walkthroughs, and I'm not doing a camera shot of it because I just needed the audio. Got the setup on the bed, I got my laptop there, hard drives, audio equipment. And yeah, it's not very glamorous, but this is what some of the behind the scenes has actually looked like for creating this program. Just putting things together, making sure it's high quality, recording the audio separately if we need to, and just, whipping it all together. So I thought it'd be funny if I showed you this little behind the scenes so you know that it isn't all glamorous. It isn't all nice photos in nice restaurants and beautiful co-working spaces. Like a lot of it, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, is just you're at home, you're working on things, you're making it happen. So it's a little behind the scenes look. I think a lot of the time we can glamorize building a business and entrepreneurship, but for the most part, it's not very glamorous at all. It's just sitting down, working, getting it done, finding a space that you feel productive in. For me, I work really well alone, but sometimes I'll go to a co-working space and get things done there. So when, of course, you're out and about, you have freedom, you can do whatever you want to do, but then there's still work that needs to be done. And so this is what it looks like raw. I've never shared this side of things because everything on Instagram is just a highlight reel anyway. And it's not a bad thing. It's just people want to share the good stuff that happens. They don't necessarily want to share the bad stuff or share the not so glamorous stuff because sometimes it doesn't look very good and isn't as appealing. I don't think any online course and coaching program has been put together in this way. So when Will, Josh and I decided that this is how we wanted to do it, I think it's a world first. I don't know. I haven't seen every online course out there, but I assume that no one else has filmed it over 10 countries in 30 days. And so very excited for it all to come together, and then we can actually share it with everyone. But hopefully you're enjoying this raw behind the scenes, what it looks like actually putting the videos together. It's a little bit lonely at the moment because Josh and Will aren't with me anymore, and for the rest of the trip, I'm solo. So I'm just gonna start packing up. I've got a call with a mentor very, very soon, and so I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna pack up and then head to the airport. So that brings us to the end of this Bali trip. It was a short one. I woke up to heavy rain this morning. That was crazy rain. But all packed up at the airport, checked in, waiting in the lounge, about to head to my gate now. So next stop is Sydney. 2 stops left. Sydney and then back to my hometown, Adelaide, to film the last 2 phases of the program. So very, very close. It's been a long few weeks, but excited to wrap it up and get everything finished. Very, very excited, and I'll see you in Sydney. I know we'll make it right. We've been here before. Hey everyone, welcome to Sydney. So got in late last night, came straight to the Airbnb, set up all the filming equipment. It is now 10:45 in the morning. I've finished most of the filming because today it's meant to start pouring with rain in a few hours. I don't know if it's actually going to. Fingers crossed it doesn't, because I have someone coming to shoot some behind the scenes content later. So if they come and it is terrible weather, the content's not going to look very good. So fingers crossed that it doesn't rain, but I've got most of the filming done already. I'm going to do the walkthroughs now without the background because now the sun's decided to come out and it's really bright. But I woke up at 6:30 this morning, started filming around 7. Filmed for about an hour and a half, and now I've got to do the rest of the content. So this Sydney trip's going to be a short one, but it's good to be back in Australia. Love Sydney. The view from this Airbnb is pretty nuts. We've got the Harbour Bridge behind me, and then over there is the Opera House. So we're right in the mix of Sydney in the CBD. So beautiful backdrop for the lessons. The lessons in this phase that I'm recording are for the growing to 7 figures phase. So somebody's built their store, they've already got it up and running, getting sales, and now they want to look at how to scale it up to become $1 million brand. And so that's what I'm walking through exactly how to do step by step and how I've done it. And so people can see the roadmap and the process. But lessons are coming out well so far. Let me show you a little bit of the setup. Here is the Airbnb. Amazing spot. Side note, I got some coffee this morning. This is an iced coffee. For all of you who drink iced coffee, you guys are psychos. That tasted awful. Getting back to this. This is the setup. Main light there as always. Main camera. And the angle that we're looking to get sort of looks like that. So we've got the bridge on the right and then the city on the left, and you can see the water behind me. Real business owner. You've built a customer first brand, you've launched products, found your winners, and now you want to scale up. The shot came out really nice, so super happy with that. And then this angle is set up like this, so we can see the opera house over there. And complacent. Things are working well, sales are coming in, and they just stopped doing what got them to that point. So those are the two angles that we're using. And with this setup, you can't see the doors, you can't see any of the inside. So it just looks like I'm out on the balcony with the beautiful backdrop of Sydney. We've got the backup lights here. I don't know if I'm really going to use them for the rest. They were just here to brighten up this room a bit, so then my face wouldn't be as dark. And now we've got the setup over here to go and record the lessons here, recording the walkthroughs. So I'm just going to do that audio only. I've been doing that in the last few spots because I film the opening sections in natural light when it's near the start or the end of the day during golden hour because it looks the best. And then the walkthroughs, I sometimes film them in the middle of the day and it's just too bright in the background. If I film now, it's just way too bright. But that is the setup. Let's have a look at, there's the opera house. I just stepped in a puddle. But yeah, I've never been on this side of everything before. When I've come to Sydney, I've been over there or somewhere in the suburbs. But no, this view is next level. So the lessons, I'm grateful that we get to record these ones here because I wanted to do something that was iconic. And we've been traveling around Europe, but I wanted some Aussie-ness in the videos. So glad that Sydney was able to be on that list. And then Adelaide next. Gonna get vineyards in the background, which Adelaide, my hometown, so excited to go back and record that final phase there. And I think it's fitting. You go around the world, then you come back to where it all started and you wrap it up with the final phase of the program. Also, huge shout out to these ferries for not being noisy because in Lake Como, all of the ferries were extremely loud, but these ones are very quiet. They just come and go. Even the boats are quiet. So appreciate all of you in Sydney that are keeping it quiet for filming. Walkthroughs are finished. It was raining for a bit outside, but it's stopped. I've got someone coming to take some behind the scenes photos and videos here because I'm solo at the moment in Sydney. Don't have Joshy with me. So I need someone to get content that we can use for ads and other things, just showing the behind the scenes of creating this. So I got someone coming in a couple of hours. So I'm going to hope, because my filming spot is slightly outside. So if it is raining properly, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. We'll make do and still get some behind the scenes. It's just really being able to see the harbour bridge in the background. And when it was raining before, it was harder to see it. So let's hope that it stays a bit clearer. I'm going to film some other walkthroughs that I haven't done yet for some of the previous phases that are just voice. So I can do those now just to get ahead. But I've finished filming everything for this Sydney phase. The growing to 7 figures phase is completed. All the walkthroughs, all the talking. Yeah, very happy with how it turned out. Very happy with the shot this morning and what it looked like. Found your winners, and now you want to scale up. I might refilm the normal talking sections, not the walkthroughs because they're good, but the normal talking sections if the sunset is good. If the sunset is good, I can redo it. I know that it will take me about 35 minutes to record all of the talking again. And so if I do that, I've been doing it at a few locations. I might record it at one point in the day and just say, cool, I've got it sorted. But then if the lighting is really good later in the day, I might do it again because it just looks so much better. And I knew I would pinch myself or be unhappy with myself if I didn't refilm it when the lighting was just so good. So now that we've got all of it done, it's okay. So we don't need to refilm later if the weather isn't any good. I'm very happy with how it turned out. But if it's a prime sunset, which I think the chances are very low considering how many clouds are in the sky and the rain, but let's say it was really good, then I can redo that and then just use that footage instead. Filming is done for today. Just wrapped up. filmed the behind the scenes as well. I got some cool shots from a guy that came along and took some photos, behind the scenes videos. So that turned out really well. And then all of the walkthroughs are finished for this phase, as well as some walkthroughs for some other phases, which I also filmed today because I was feeling extra productive. So glad I got those done. Now this is my last night in Sydney. I'm thinking of going for a run, but it is also very much raining outside and it's meant to get a lot heavier. So I'm debating whether I want to go or not, but I probably just should. So maybe I'll go for a run and then have dinner, chill out, pack up everything for tomorrow, leave here at 10, head to the airport, and then fly back to Adelaide, hometown, in the afternoon. Excited to see family again, excited to go back to where it all began, go back to my hometown. So it's been 5 and a bit months since I've been in Adelaide. So looking forward to going back and spending some time there. And yeah, putting together this program and doing the editing and making the video lessons, putting the resources together, actually making it easy for people to follow. Right now, if you just look at the footage, yes, I think it's really good, but there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't line up and it needs to be edited to make sense and flow more nicely. So I'm really excited to put all of that from just hard drive files into finished videos that everybody can follow along with and enjoy. But yeah, this is sort of the end for now. I've got one more phase to film in Adelaide, and so I'll do that when I get back. And then after that, it's just editing time. And I know I say this in all the videos, but I really do hope you've enjoyed seeing the behind the scenes and what this looks like. Bit of a raw look into what I'm like, what Josh is like when he was here for the first section, what we get up to, and what's gone into making the Freedom Formula, making the program what it is. It's been a lot of fun putting it together. It's been very challenging and demanding, especially the schedule and how tight it was. There were times where there was a few moments where I was up at 2 a.m, finishing resource sheets for the video that I was about to record at 6 the following morning to then pack up and go to the airport by 8. There was a lot of that stuff. So yeah, pushed through all that. Glad we got it done. Huge thanks to Josh for coming on a lot of the trip as well and supporting me and getting behind the scenes content, helping set up everything as well. Saved a lot of time. It's a lot slower packing everything up and setting everything up solo. So it was good to have him along for most of it, and then good to see Will as well in Dubrovnik and yeah, shoot some great videos together. All packed up, just gonna go outside now. Transfers on the way to the airport and then yeah, head back to Adelaide. Hey everybody, welcome to Adelaide. So Adelaide's my hometown in South Australia. This is where I was born, this is where I grew up, and we're filming the final phase of the Freedom Formula program in Adelaide. We're up here in the Adelaide Hills at a very cool spot. It's an Airbnb that's in a vineyard. And I was thinking, what is uniquely South Australian? And South Australia is known for its wine. And so I thought, let's go in the middle of some vineyards and record here. So just arrived at the place, going to set up all the equipment, get ready. I'm going to shoot the majority of the content this afternoon as the sun is going down. And if anything needs to be refilmed, I've got tomorrow night to do it here as well. So going to get into that. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to record the walkthroughs and all the other content that's required. Also going to get the drone up, get some drone shots. So yeah, it's the final phase. So excited to finish everything. Been editing and releasing the content. As of the time of recording, we've released one phase and the second phase is going live today or this afternoon and for all of our students. So this is the final phase of filming. But first, little tour. This is the place. So it's got this living area here. That is the view outside. So it's the vineyards. It's pretty cool. Never stayed in a place like this before. So the trees are turning orange as well because it's autumn here, which is great. Kitchen area, which I'm not going to be using because I'm not going to cook anything. Bedroom in there. Bathroom over there. And that's it. It's a very cozy one. There's not much room, but I'm going to open up these doors and set up the shot so that tree is probably in the background and you can see the vineyards over in the distance. That's going to be the shot. There's a fire pit out there as well. But I'm here solo, so there is no one to enjoy this with. But I'm going to get everything set up. Oh, there's a bathtub outside? Why is there a bathtub outside? Okay, so I'm going to get everything set up and then I'll show you what the final shot looks like. Cameras are set up. Let me get in the light. There we go. Cameras are set up. Everything's ready. Just waiting for the sun to go down a little bit more, and then I'm going to hit record because all of this shot... Excuse the dog's barking. Why is there a dog there? When the light goes down, because we're shooting completely with the background being outside, it's too bright otherwise. So the sun's almost behind the trees. Hit record, should be nice and golden. You can see, some nice colored trees, and it's a good backdrop. This is the setup. So primary camera out there. That's sort of going to be the view. One central theme or niche. Scaling to 8 figures will not only require you to diversify and scale. Main light there as always, and then the 2 side lights, we'll call them, for a little bit of extra light. Microphone there. Second angle. You'll need to delegate some of the key responsibilities that you've had to manage. You can't see the door in this shot, so you can just see the trees. I'm gonna go and get that dog. All right, why is he barking so much? All right, so it's day 2 of the Adelaide filming trip. I'm just gonna go now and do some editing at a local cafe and get a coffee. And then come back here. All I need to do is film stuff at sunset again. So that's ages away. So I'm going to get editing done, finish another phase, maybe some bonus lessons as well, edit those, get those up, finish all the resource sheets and other material that needs to go with it. And then come back here, film the walkthroughs in the early afternoon for this phase, and then record any final stuff I need to record as the sun is going down. It got really dark really quickly yesterday. So just locking up. So this is going to be the last day of filming for the new program. We just haven't done something like this before, of this style, where it really is raw behind the scenes. Nothing super fancy, no crazy camera setup, just we bought a camera in Abu Dhabi at the airport when we were first leaving to go to Rome, which is where the second phase of the program was filmed. So yeah, really raw, nothing crazy. So, filming is done. Sun has gone pretty much down all the way now. But the background looked really good for this. So I refilmed some of the early videos in the phase because the background just looked better and the lighting was better. And then I filmed the last video of the phase, which also was really dark yesterday. So all looks good now, all finished. I still have to record the walkthroughs, so I'm going to do that when I leave here. I'm going to record the rest of them. There's a few more left to do, but once those are all done, then it's just the editing grind to put everything together. And so I did blitz out quite a bit of editing today. Honor roll videos have been created, they've been uploaded, as well as some bonus videos and some extra thank you videos and stuff that just goes on the website and in the funnel. So glad that that is done, but still got to finish off phase 3 tonight, finish off the editing for that. Then we can review the captions, add thumbnails, all those things, and then get that live for everybody tomorrow. That's the plan. And then the current cadence is I need to edit one phase of the program every day for the next 9 days, and then the program is finished. And that's also before I leave to go to Hawaii with my family. So that's the plan, is just get it all done before then. So then everybody in the Freedom community has access to it. But there are some phases coming up that are pretty hectic. There's a lot of walkthroughs, there's a lot of extra bits. So it's going to require a lot of editing. But I'll jump into that. We'll get it done. We'll push to make it happen. So hopefully you've enjoyed the making of the Freedom Formula. This series, you've seen the behind the scenes, you've enjoyed following along. And now, if you're a student inside of Freedom, you can watch the videos and actually see how they were made and what went on behind the scenes for those to become what they are now. So hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.